Yo, what is up guys and welcome to Murray's Annie. Today we are covering the latest in the Sniper Wolf escapade. I cannot believe that there is still more after months and months of Sniper Wolf content. She just doesn't let up, she just keeps going. After one drama, there's another drama, and there's another one, and there's another one, and we're about to cover this latest one because oh boy, it's juicy. And it's still, it really does give a bit more insight into the character of Sniper Wolf. And I am very excited to delve into this with you guys today on Murray's Annie, where we traverse the wonderfully weird world of the web together, and I'm your host, so come with me again to Sniper Wolf. So if you don't know who Sniper Wolf is, she is a YouTuber, reactor, gamer, creator, content maker thing, and she has over 33 million subscribers on YouTube. She amasses a lot of money, which is evident in her latest lawsuit going on with Sausage, who is actually her ex-husband, and on top of that, she's even doxed fellow YouTuber Jacksfilms. Yo guys, if you're enjoying this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you guys for all the support as of late. It is honestly amazing to see. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, let's get right back into the video, shall we? And now, if you think it couldn't get any worse, well, I'm here to tell you it does. So if you haven't heard, recently, another fellow YouTuber who goes by the name of Nerd City has just released an extensive video featuring Azzyland. Now, if you don't know who Azzyland is, she makes very similar content to SSSniperwolf, and you might have even got confused at one point in time, because her and Sniper Wolf do share quite a few similarities. Now, in this video from Nerd City, he meticulously exposes instances of SSSniperwolf allegedly copying Azzyland, delving into all types of accusations such as copied thumbnails, copied titles, and even going down to the meticulous personality traits. Within this Nerd City video, he has uncovered over 50 examples of Azzyland being copied by our good pal SSSniperwolf here, and it's actually crazy the depth and length that this goes into. You really you think like SSSniperwolf is bad, but the way that she has absolutely gone about gaslighting this poor Azzyland is actually crazy. Now, the feud dynamics of this have really been playing out over the course of a great many years, and both parties have been at behest of audiences making constant comparisons to each other. And recently, to top it all off, Sniper Wolf has actually taken to Twitter to defend herself, making remarks where she vehemently denies being any part of copying Azzyland and says she's even got the proof and she's got all of it and she's got the facts and the receipts. And then this led to a very heated exchange between both parties. Now, this drama actually goes far beyond just copying each other or having Sniper Wolf copy Azzyland, because Sniper Wolf just likes to take it that extra step further. And we've already had an example of Sniper Wolf basically weaponizing her audience against another creator, last time being Jacksfilms, and now this time weaponizing her audience against Azzyland in a very psychotic way, I must admit, to where Sniper Wolf would actually encourage her audience on TikTok and other platforms, where she would actually give props to her fans and basically start trends that are actually actively taking down Azzyland and basically calling her a copy and a clone of Sniper Wolf. And it's some Mean Girls type stuff, man. Now, this is the thing, who do we even trust in this situation, you know? Because at the end of the day, my friends made a good point when we were talking about this. They were saying, if Sniper Wolf is copying Azzyland, and we go onto Azzyland's page, she's not really making too much of a difference in terms of content than Sniper Wolf. Now, if we're angry at Sniper Wolf for making low effort reaction content or stealing without giving credit to the creator, then Azzyland here isn't really any better. She's just a victim of Sniper Wolf. So I feel like Nerd City has done a lot more investigation into this than me, and he seems very adamant that Azzyland was the originator of all of this stuff and Sniper Wolf is merely copying. But we're going to get into more of that, and we're going to examine both sides, and then we're going to let you guys come up with your opinion. As a result of this drama, Azzyland has faced not only personal attacks, not only attacks from Sniper Wolf's audience, but it seems that YouTube, in their way of basically promoting Sniper Wolf as their golden goose, Azzyland's videos have actually been pushed to the side in the algorithm, and her channel isn't doing as well as it once was, compared to Sniperwolf, who also isn't doing as well as they once were, but still doing much better than Azzyland. Honestly, I really do admire the way that Azzyland is actually handling all of this. I will say, like, the way that she really just took all of this for like multiple years and all of this gaslighting, and I understand that she's tried to defend herself, but honestly, it's kind of cool that the truth is just going to come to light anyway. So I really don't think Azzyland has much to worry about within this debate. And I'll tell you what, it's quite cool to see that good is coming off of all of this Sniperwolf drama, where you've got Jacksfilms basically pioneering a new form of channel and molding the JJJacksfilms channel into a platform for smaller creators and to get their work reviewed and basically interact with their audience in that kind of way. And I think that's really cool and interesting. It's nice to launch that platform off with all of this. But in stark contrast to how Sniperwolf is dealing with this, it's actually crazy. She is not taking any of this well at all. Because the extensive lengths that Sniperwolf has gone to basically rewrite history, to Photoshop evidence, to make her audience so convinced in their mission to attack and bring down Azzyland. It's actually so manipulative and so insane, and I really do feel bad for Azzyland for being, you know, at the behest of this whole attack this whole time. Yeah, and we have multiple examples of where Sniperwolf has completely copied Azzyland. One of the most eerie examples is where Sniperwolf literally copied a house tour of Azzyland whilst she's wearing the same red dress with the same items and like big mirrors and same like sort of layout and format of it. I can't get my head over why you would do that. And another example of this is a video called Fake Homeless People Exposed, and then we've got Fakest Homeless People Get Exposed. So we've got the original Fakest Homeless People Get Exposed from Azzyland, and then we've got a Sniperwolf video called Fake Homeless People Exposed. So let's just compare the two, shall we? It's actually rotting my brain. I can't do that. I can't. Okay, so let's take to Azzyland's Twitter response, shall we? Here we go. Sniperwolf has been accused by fellow YouTuber Azzyland of copying her content, stealing her presenting style, inciting harassment from fans, and lying with fake evidence to cover her tracks. And here we have Azzyland to clarify, the point was not to accuse her of copying. The point was to highlight hypocrisy, manipulation, and misuse of influence. The only reason copying is ever mentioned is because those exact words are used by her over and over to provoke mass bullying that has been going on for 6 years now, all while she is guilty of the same. I want that type of harassment to end and to break the cycle by urging everyone, please do not direct hate to Sniperwolf. Let's cross towards kindness. I wonder what Sniperwolf's response to that was. I have backup of videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnails to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied the thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, the jokes I make. The way you're trying to manipulate this is fraud. That sounds like classic Sniperwolf to me. This is not about who copied who first. It's reaction content. It's about exploiting your position of power and weaponizing your fanbase. Jacksfilms knows about this, wanting to destroy all competition and then taking my personality and forcing my hand despite wanting nothing to do with her because of relentless harassment for years. So in response to someone here, we have Phoenix on Twitter saying, weird that you come out with all of this while the entire internet is already dumping on SSSniperwolf if you don't want people to send hate towards her. First of all, the bullying has never stopped and is still going on today. But to answer what you said, the reason everyone is giving her a hard time is exactly the reason I am coming out. That reason put another creator and his family in great danger. It wasn't a mistake. A mistake is spilling a drink, showing up in the middle of the night to expose Jacksfilms' address to millions in order to intimidate is not a mistake. That's harassment. And now he doesn't feel comfortable in his own home and will probably have to move. That's not fair, and that's something I take a stand against. So to answer your question, yes, that's exactly why I'm coming forward. And before you say he was harassing her too, he wasn't. Not only did he refrain from commenting on her controversial past and stuck to only critiquing her content in hopes she would credit the creators whose content she used, and so she would create better content. And that is a very nice and measured response. That's a very nice and measured response. Azzyland is really, you see her heart is it's in a better place than Leah Sniperwolf. And here's that same sentiment coming from a previous fan of Sniperwolf here. I remember being a fan of Leah for many years, though eventually I kind of drifted off since I just didn't like her energy. I remember watching her and she would say things that made me feel weird. I remember watching her and Azzy at the same time, and goodness, the difference in energy is insane. I still really like Azzy. She seems very sweet and promotes positivity. Can't say the same for Leah. I get that same vibe from Azzyland, to be honest. Just a much kinder person than Sniperwolf. So to recap, not only do we have an example of Sniperwolf with those horrible Omegle videos and that horrible Omegle incident, we have Sniperwolf faking gameplays, being in a lawsuit where entails all of her channel is scripted, and then we've got on top of that doxxing Jacksfilms, ignoring a terminally ill Make-A-Wish type deal, and then we've got her just being demonetized for around about a week or so, a very faux written apology, and now we see Sniperwolf still doubling down on the fact that she did not copy Azzyland, even though Nerd City has gone for extensive research, and I'll just post a few screenshots from that which basically show the timeline of events where he basically sussed it out and he showed us that Azzyland is the originator. But to me, I just see this as literally it's just another nail in the coffin for Sniperwolf, honestly. I don't know. It would be very interesting to see some sort of like reverse in power where it's just like, Sniperwolf falls and then Azzyland rises up and takes her rightful place as the red thumbnail reaction content creator. You know what I mean? Now, why would Sniperwolf just keep doubling down? Well, it seems that she's out to completely destroy and erase Azzyland as a creator. It seems like her brain just wants to just replace, destroy, assimilate, and grow, and like it doesn't know what to do, and then it just causes conflict every single place it goes to. And again, I really do feel bad for all of the victims of Sniperwolf. Like it seems like she got way too much power, way too much influence, and the power has corrupted her absolutely, completely and utterly. I think that house is a bit too big.
Gee, I wish there was a YouTuber that had a bunch of really good thumbnails that I can just go onto their page and steal. I mean, same, but...
Yeah, no, that is really interesting. Just continuously we see this on the internet all the time. If you want to get away with something, just blame the other person for what you're doing. And that's what Sniperwolf, it just takes a prime example of. Just keeps pointing the finger just to divert attention and just to make people just like... I don't know, something just flicks in their brain where they're like, oh, they must be telling the truth. It's really... Sniperwolf, all of this. And with the cosplay and everything, I said it was Mean Girls, but man, it's just too much. It really just speaks to Sniperwolf just genuinely, I don't know, I think there's something missing inside Sniperwolf's heart. I don't know if she needs a hug or to leave the pack.
And that's exactly what happened with Jacksfilms. He tweeted the sunglass emoji at her and a thumbs up. It's like, I would have thought that was a compliment. If he tweeted at me, I'd be like, I could just say it right back and be like, yeah,
Yeah, but she knew because she sucked that she didn't deserve that kind of promotion from YouTube.
And even things like that, we just see Sniperwolf, there's so many examples of Sniperwolf causing a tirade on social media, just with these Twitter fingers just constantly blasting off. Just have a rest. Just have a rest. And I'll just say this again, just take a break. Just stop. That's all we need to do. Just have a break, a long break.
Because you've stolen from this person and ruined their life. I'm like, I didn't do anything to their life.
The comments were that dramatic that they were telling you to like KYS and stuff.
Yeah, it's that bad.
You're not special for winning a game with someone who you know was never playing. She could have killed you. She had every right. You just caught her off guard tonight.
To me, I'm like...
Wow, that one's really creepy. That one is really weird. I do feel so bad. Like, imagine like just being like completely gaslit into like, just like, say like hundreds and thousands of people just being like, you're copying this person, stop doing that, and you're evil, and stop, get an original voice, get an original life, stop taking thumbnails. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that would be crazy. I hope it's all over now.
she's DMing them and playing both sides and like messaging me and telling me that
She created the narrative that you had cloned her.
Yeah.
When it was the other way around.
Yeah, I have fans like I guess playing both sides and like messaging me and telling me that she's DMing them and like she's kind of like encouraging people to hate on me. I think like that's very manipulative because she's in a position of power and she knows that by messaging children that they'll be starstruck.
They'll believe her.
They'll be starstruck.
They've been deputized by her to go intervene in this and to let you know to, quit copying her or whatever. So they've been like kind of dragged into drama to harass you. Have you ever done anything like that in reverse? Did you ever tell your fans?
Wow, that's so crazy to literally like pick out your fans and weaponize them in that way, like where you go to the extent of DMing them like, oh yes, let's send her hate, let's make her feel bad, let's start this trend, let's make these videos and content against Azzyland. It is honestly just so reparable. I can't believe it.
It's like, go do the same thing to her?
Never. I actually tell them not to. Like I literally say like please don't do that, because I do have like fans who do kind of instigate because they're like firing back at what like her fans are doing, and I always say to them, I'm like, the truth always comes out. You don't need to create bad karma for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I think that's true as well. The truth will always come out, and I believe the truth has come out at this point, and now we are just going to ride the wave and keep updated on this whole situation, because it really does keep getting crazier and crazier, honestly. So if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.